Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video. As you can tell from the title, I've been picking up some budget priced DVDs. I've really been trying to, my aim for this year is really tightening up on the amount of money I'm spending on movies, because last year it kind of got a little bit out of control and I probably paid a lot more for movies than I should have, especially locally. So this year I'm planning to tighten up the belt a little bit and basically hunting a lot harder for the best possible price for the movies. And for this update I've done pretty well so far. I think the most expensive item was $8.85, and that's a box set. So all the DVDs that I picked up were $5 each. Now while I was up town, I called into my local Video Easy store. It's like a movie rental store, and they had a big table set up where they were getting rid of a lot of their rental DVDs, so ex-rental movies, and they had a pretty good deal, 5 for $20. 4 for $20. So I picked up 4 titles. They were The Road. I have seen this movie before and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I thought it was pretty good, but I thought it could have been a little bit better than what it was, and I definitely prefer the Book of Eli to this. But anyway, I did want to check this one out again to see if my opinions have changed. So for $5 I thought it was worth it. The next one is Autopsy with Robert Patrick. I'm really into hospital and asylum themed horror movies, so looking forward to checking this one out, and I've heard relatively good things. The next two I was really pleasantly surprised to find on the table. We have Fido. I haven't seen this before, but I've heard a few people talk about it on here on some of their updates. From what I'm gathering, it's a zombie comedy or a zomcom about zombie servants for humans. So the zombies are servants and slaves to humans. That's what I'm sort of gathering from the synopsis on the back. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to checking it out. And the fourth movie for the deal is Jack Frost 2. Really surprised to find it. In fact, I didn't even know there was a Region 4 release of this. Heard it's absolutely terrible though. But you know, that cover art in my opinion was well worth the pickup alone for that. Awesome cover art. Looking forward to checking it out. Don't have high hopes for it at all though, but it'll be one for the slasher collection. I really want to pick up the original Jack Frost, but apparently that's really hard to find now. So for now we have Jack Frost 2. Now on to what I picked up from BigW. Now, a slight BigW rant here. I'm really disappointed with BigW, especially within the past year. In the past they've had some fantastic movie sales, you know, and they do. When they have their movie sales, they often have some really good prices on stuff. But within, not necessarily the past year, especially the last 6 months, BigW have really dropped off when it comes to movies. Their range is getting really pathetic, and especially when they do their big movie sales, half the time they don't get a lot of the advertised stock in, and they just make lame excuses for it. And to be completely honest, I'm getting quite sick of it, especially considering that it's the main place in my town for movies, so that kind of sucks for me. Anyway, they're having another big movie sale, and they had a lot of $5 movies advertised in their latest catalogue for this week, starting today. In fact, they had 4 pages full of $5 titles. There was about 8 to 10 titles that I really wanted, and out of the 8 to 10 titles, they only had 3 in stock that I wanted. So I got in there expecting, you know, they'll have a massive bin set up full of $5 titles. They had one tiny bin set up, and no lies, they would have had probably no more than 12 of their advertised titles in that bin. You know, they probably would have had about half a dozen or 8 of each of the 12 titles, but that was it. They only had multiple copies of 12 of the advertised titles. So I went up to customer service, which is terrible. The guy that works there full time is absolutely shit. Really doesn't want to help you out at all. I pretty much had to beg him to go out the back to see if he could find any of the titles I was after. He took forever to find them, and he only came back with 3, so I was pretty disappointed in that. But anyway, what can you do, right? So for $5 I picked up Silent Running. Looking forward to checking this one out. It sounds really, really good, and it'll be another good one for the sci-fi collection. The next one is the remake of The Haunting. I haven't heard too many good things about it. I'm a big fan of the original, so I'm curious to see what this is like. Plus, I'm a big fan of Liam Neeson. For the price, this is probably the best deal that I picked up. It's a 5-disc sci-fi collection. No idea what the movies are going to be like. We have Philadelphia Experiment, Journey to the Center of the Earth, The Time Traveler, DEFCON 4, which looks fantastic, and Time Guardian. Really, really impressive set actually. They all come on their separate discs, which I was kind of surprised, and all the discs have artwork. So for $5, you really can't go wrong. They had a lot of the different 5-disc movie packs. They had some action ones, a couple of other sci-fi, a horror and a thriller. I really wanted the other sci-fi ones, the horror and the thriller, but did they have them in stock? No, they did not. And they pretty much just told me they have no idea whether they'll be getting any more of the $5 movies in. So real shame, you know, trying to do some bargain shopping, expecting them to have what was advertised in their catalogue, and they didn't. It's just frustrating, it really is, and it's not the first time it's happened. It's pretty much probably happened consistently every time they've had a big movie sale happening. So yeah, BigW, if you're watching this video, if anyone from BigW is watching this, pull your bloody head out and improve your overall movie range, customer service, and you know, improve what you're actually advertising and stock it. So yeah guys, I'm sure I'm not the only one in Australia that gets frustrated by BigW, but yeah, just frustrating, you know. And lastly, I almost forgot it, Mick aka Emeretti666 picked this up, but I picked up the box set of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls. This was $8.85, which I thought was an absolute bargain for a box set, and it's pretty nice. I'm not going to open it up at the moment. My store had like half a dozen of these, and Mick, I know you were keen to pick up multiple copies of this, so I might suggest you heading back to your local store, because this is actually advertised in their latest catalogue, so they might have got more in stock. So yeah, pretty good value right there. So that's my video, and thanks a lot for watching.